Hello, this is Ernestine from divorcecoachforyou.com. I'm the divorce coach for the seasoned woman.
Sugar, spice, and everything nice. Sugar, yes, spice, and everything nice. Sugar, spice, season and everything nice.
Hello, ladies. Today we're going to talk about, can a marriage survive an affair? Now, if your husband was otherwise good husband, father, and he just made this stupid mistake, and I say it again, stupid mistake. And if he's truly remorseful, then maybe you should give him another chance. But if you feel like he's not remorseful, he's been a sorry father, sorry husband, I tell you, you might want to think about jumping ship. And of course, you know, I got a story to tell you about this. I remember when me and my ex had been married probably not quite 2 years, and I found out he was having a year-long affair. So I said, well, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to go and file for divorce and just let that be that. So I went home with all the intentions of not saying a word to him, and I remember walking in the door. He was sitting on a chair that I bought with his leg thrown across the arm of the chair, barking out criticism toward me. And at this point, I got truly irritated. I said, I can't hold this any longer, so I got to tell him that I already know. Because a lot of time when a man is in an affair, he's critical to you. You can't do anything right. So being in my 20s, I didn't know all this at that time. So I got irritated. I said, here I am doing the best I can. He messed around with me. And he's barking out criticism, toward me. So I said, let me put a little scare in him. So I went to the kitchen, and I got the knife in the kitchen with the longest blade. And I had no intention of doing anything with it. I was just going to scare him. So I went toward him. I said, you've been messing around with me. I said, how dare you? I said, I'm going to cut it off. I said, I'm not waiting till you go to sleep, and then I'm just going to cut it off. And this was pre-Lorena Bobbitt. So if you don't know who Lorena Bobbitt is, look her up on the internet. So I went toward him. I didn't go too close to him. I said, I'm going to cut it off. He said, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, Ernestine, oh my God. I said, stop calling God's name. He didn't have anything to do with this. I said, this is all you. And of course I asked him, I knew it had been going on about a year. So I asked him, I said, how long has this been going on? He said, well, it only happened one time. And ladies, I don't know why men think if they tell us that it only happened one time, that's going to make everything better. It should never happen anytime. So I told him, I said, this is it. I'm divorcing you. And finally he calls to talk me out of putting the knife down. I put it down anyway. And so I told him, I said, I'm going to divorce you. He cried, he begged, and everything. I said, don't cry now. I said, you weren't crying when you was doing what you were doing. So, needless to say, eventually, I went to see a lawyer. And at that time, my son was maybe 7 months old. My daughter was 6. And so I had small kids. So I told the attorney what happened. I said, I want a divorce. And she said, well, do you still love him? I said, yeah, of course I still love him. I said, but I can't have a man, cheating on me. She said, well, go home and think about it. And then, think about, you have 2 small kids. And give it some thought. And then if you hadn't changed your mind, come back and make an appointment to come back to see me. So I went home, and me and my ex didn't really speak for a few days. And one day, I had to still cook for the kids. And one day, I was about to fry some chicken. And during those times, it was cheaper if you bought the chicken whole and then cut it up. So I had a whole chicken. I was going to cut it up and fry chicken for the kids for dinner. And I looked in the drawer. There were no knives to be found in my drawer. And I said to my ex, my husband at the time, I said, where are all the knives? And he said, I don't know what you're talking about. I said, there are no knives. I said, I can't fry the chicken. I can't cut the chicken up. He said, well, I don't know anything about the knives. So I was just frustrated. So I took the whole chicken, I just threw it in the oven and I baked the chicken. And when it was done, I took my hand and the butter knife and I broke the legs off and the wings off and broke the chicken in half the best I could without a knife. And I went and bought a knife the next day. And so me and my ex, we eventually reconciled and we decided to continue the marriage. And the thing that made me decide to stay, I walked in one day from the porch, and my son was sitting in the middle of the floor, 7 months. He was clutching a teddy bear, and my daughter was skipping around in circles around them, and they were both just laughing, having the best of time. And I said to myself, my kids are so happy. I cannot take this away from them. So I said, he's been okay in other ways. So maybe he's truly remorseful. I said, let me stay. Let me stay. And at that moment, I took a picture of my kids. And do you know I still have that picture to this day? So I decided to stay. And we decided to buy a house together. And I remember we were moving the furniture. He pulled the refrigerator out. And lo and behold, there were all my knives behind the refrigerator. He put my knives behind the refrigerator. So I must have put the fear of God in him. And looking back, I think now, I said, would I have still made the same the same decision to stay? And because I stayed an additional 30 years. And I said to myself, yes, I would have made the same decision. But maybe I wouldn't have tried to scare him with a knife. I'll take that back. Yes, I would have. Because I still see him today. And I think about it. And my mind, I remember him saying, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, Ernestine, oh my God, oh my God. I still laugh about it. So ladies, that's my story. And if you're thinking about leaving your spouse, if he had an affair, weigh the pros. If they greatly outnumber the cons, then you might want to think about it. Whether the cons greatly outnumber the pros, like Kenny Rogers said in his Gambler song, know when to walk away and know when to run. So ladies, that's it for today. As usual, I've truly enjoyed talking to you. I look forward to talking to you next time and telling you another one of my stories, and to let you know that I too have been through what you've gone through, so you can make it. And one day you'll sit down like me and you'll laugh about the whole situation. See you next time, ladies. Remember, ladies, this is Ernestine. I'm the divorce coach for the seasoned woman. Please like and subscribe to my video. Hit the notification button. Leave a comment. Tell me about your own personal experience. I always enjoy talking to you ladies.
You're not getting older, you're not to be ignored. You're confident and wise, looking better than before. That's the fine wine face, the one that you adore. And we celebrating like before. We talk about the past.
See you next time, ladies.